kidding.
Hey Jim, welcome to Columbus. What made this an appealing spot for you in the next step in your career?
You know, you want to be able to play and compete for a national championship on a regular basis. And when anyone thinks of the best in college football, they think of Ohio State, and that goes for people in the coaching profession too. You know, and you know, you want to be the best, you want to be at the best, you want to compete against the best. You want to be at a place that's 100% supported by the university and by the community and the alumni and with a rich tradition. I mean, when you put all those things together, you know, it's Ohio State. So for someone who's worked his way up in their profession, it's really, for me, you know, the culmination of you know, a professional dream to get to Ohio State and to be with the best in the business.
To go through that roster like you did today, according to Coach K, what do you see there on defense? Do you have a handle on it at all yet?
I can't say that I have a handle on it yet. You know, it's going to take a lot of study and a lot of hands-on. You know, there are even things that, you know, sometimes when you watch video, if a guy isn't playing up to par or what you think or he thinks he should be able to do, you don't know what the reason is. I mean, you don't know if, you know, he was injured. There are guys who play through injuries and they're tough. I'm figuring that out. We got a lot of good tough guys. But you also don't understand about their decisiveness, you know, in terms of what do they know or don't know, you know, and that's a big thing that I take responsibility for as a coordinator, is that in order for the player to play fast, he has to know exactly what he's doing. It's got to be ingrained, you know, he can't be thinking out there. So, you know, it's not, you don't do guys justice, I think, by just watching the video. I mean, you get some things out of it, but you got to get to know them and you know, kind of feel what they've been through and how they were trained and some of the things that they had to deal with.
Jim, what was your impression of Ryan Day when you first spoke with him? How does he come across, and did that mean as much to you in taking this job? Because obviously we heard there were other opportunities for you out there and stuff, but what just attracted you to him in particular?
Yeah, I didn't know Coach Day, and so through a series of conversations, you know, I just got the impression that he was very professional, very in tune to what he was looking for, to what he thought would be best for Ohio State and his program. Conscientious, intelligent, you know, asked a lot of questions, wanted to know more things about me personally and my background. It was more than just football for him, and just very easy to relate to connect with, and I can see why he's risen so quickly in the profession and done so well in recruiting, because he is a connector, and you know, I was able to build a good relationship with him just over the phone, you know, without even having a chance to meet in person.
Yeah, and specifically, what did he kind of tell you that he wants? I mean, from you. Obviously, you know, as he relates to us, he wants a head coach of the defense and stuff. But obviously, it's a big opportunity for you. But I would think there's a lot of pressure involved too, because he sees a defense that needs fixing, you know, and he sees you as the fixer. But,
yeah, well, and I've had a good reputation for that. But you know, I talk about what's important now, or what have you done for me lately. You're right. There is a lot of pressure. I mean, that's not lost on me. This is not an entry-level position, you know. To those that a lot has been given, a lot is expected, you know. And I went into Oklahoma State really believing that when we could get the defense to rise to the level and culture of the offense and the things that they did off the field in the weight room, that we'd be able to compete for a national championship. And, you know, at Oklahoma State, we were what? 2 feet short this year, right?
Yeah.
But it took 4 years. It's not lost on me that I don't have 4 years here. I don't have 4 years here. You know, this program is ready to win every single game right now, and we have to get the defense to that level. So what Coach Day expects of me is to have a system, you know, that's accountable, that I have to have answers, that the players have to understand why I'm teaching what I'm teaching. You know, you just need to be able to wrap the whole thing. You need to be able to come in and say, here's what we do, here's why we do it, you know, here's why you should buy into it, because you can give historically the facts and figures. This is what it can do for you, this is what it'll do for our team. Let's take a look at the fundamentals, the approach, how we teach, and I've worked hard on how we teach and how we reach this generation, all the different creative ways to do it. But really a system, a plan, be accountable, you know, when things go wrong, which they will every now and then, to have answers, you know, and that's what he wants.
When you zoom out to that big picture, to that system, just I'm sure we won't all understand it, but how would you describe it to somebody in simple terms, what you want to do?
We want to be able to create indecision for the offense, and particularly for the offensive coordinator. I think in college, offensive coordinators even have more a hand on things that happen than in the NFL. You know, so we want to be able to create multiple defenses and out of simple looks, and to be creative in a way that the players can understand, right? So you want to have a lot of things, a lot of pressures, different. You know, we were #1 in sacks last year. You know, we've been consistently 1, 2, and 3rd down. You know, those are all big deals for us. Because why? Because it gets the ball back to the offense. So we want to create 2 to 3 simple pictures that when you look at it, or the offense coordinator looks at it, he can't tell what's going to happen from that same picture, and that we have the ability to really do anything out of that same picture or that look.
Can you get into